What's up, YouTube? It's your boy JB, and I am here with the review for Love and Hip Hop Miami. This is season 3, episode number 7, and it's titled One Call Away. So, you guys, without further ado, let's just jump into the video. Alright, you guys, so I'm starting up with the whole Trick situation. So, we saw Trick, well, no, we didn't see Trick. We saw Trina and Joy, they met up with each other. And they're just discussing this whole stuff that's going on with Trick at this time. Neither one of them has heard from him. So, Joy, she in her green screen was talking about the comments that people make about Trick's appearance. I mean, oh, gosh. I don't know what to say because I mean we are all guilty of making fun of Trick's looks, and I know I am one of those people that has made fun of his looks, calling him a burnt ester roll. Yeah. I mean, I you know what? I don't know what to say, so I'm just gonna move on. But they both talk about how they want what's best for Trick and how they both feel that Trick needs an intervention, and I agree. So Trina says that he needs everyone around him, and he needs to take his illness seriously, and that he possibly could be a voice for people with lupus, which absolutely 100% I agree with that. I know that might not be something that you necessarily want to talk about. I know you might not want people to look at you and be like, oh, he's sick. But if you speaking out about it, you being open and honest about it like Toni Braxton is about her lupus, maybe that could help someone. That's just my thought process. Maybe it could, you opening up about your experience with it, what you go through. Maybe that'll just help. If it doesn't help but one person, that's one person that needed to hear that. So I definitely agree with Trina that he needs to take it seriously. So then we also saw them, well actually we saw Trick after he got out of jail, and we saw the producers, they were talking to him about, him being locked up, and Trick didn't want to talk about it on camera because he feels that, the courts will definitely use the show against him in court, which I agree with him. And I couldn't understand why the producer wanted him to sit there and talk about it. Like, this is an ongoing case. Like, most times when there's an ongoing case, your lawyers advise you, if you're on a reality show or any show, period, not to fucking talk about it. More specifically, reality show. Like, don't talk about it. Even if you go on like a talk show, a daytime talk show, and they want to bring up your court case, you say, oh, right now, I can't really speak on that. Or in a radio interview, anything. I can't speak on it because the case is still ongoing, so there's nothing that I can really say about it. And I was with Trick when he walked off from the producer. The producer said it's not over. Trick was like, it's over, and he walked off upset. So I definitely understand that situation. So then we see Trick and Joy. They went to Trick's restaurant, and it was so fucking funny to see Alvin. It is just so funny to see Alvin working for Trick when he told Trina last season that he would see her at the top. Yep, at the top of what? Trick's menu. So, they asked Trick basically what happened to him the day that he got arrested. He says that he fell asleep at the wheel. He fell asleep behind the car. And, the next thing he know, he was waking up to somebody knocking on his window, and that's all that happened. So then, they start to talk to him about his lupus situation. And Trick, he gives like so many excuses about why he is, not taking care of himself. The medicine does this. It has these side effects. It has this. It has that. It does this. It does that. Which, he says it doesn't cure lupus. It treats it. Which, yes, it treats it. And, it's better for you to take the medication than to get sick or whatever, and, you could die. So, like, Trick, do what's best for yourself. Take your medicine, Trick. Take your damn medicine. Like, just, you might not want to take it, but go ahead and just take the shit. Like, I don't know what else to say. So then, Joy asks Trina, can she leave Trick and her alone to talk? So, they talk, and Joy just basically tells him, like, Trick, get your shit together. Like, I want you to do what's best for you. I want you to do what's right for yourself. Do what's best for you. And what's best for you is to get healthy, take care of yourself, and live your life. He was like, "Oh, so you care?" She's like, "If that's what you need to hear from me in order to do your shit that you need to do, then I care for you, Trick. Yes, I care for you. I'm always gonna care about what happens to you." And I was happy to see that, you guys. So let's move on. All right, you guys. So next we see Shay, Francine, Frinsky, Bucky Johnson, and Angry Bird, Miss Piggy, JoJo. They met up for the sake of Amara. Can we talk about the fact that JoJo's mouth, her top lip and her bottom lip, they weren't really moving? I'm like, God, you have so much shit in your mouth that your lips are just not moving at all. That is ridiculous. So, Shay wants to start from the beginning of the situation that happened between she and JoJo. So, she talks about how, she and JoJo, they, when they first met, all was good, but then I'm assuming this is after season one filmed, or maybe after the reunion. I don't know. And she's talking about how she thought JoJo was a cool girl, but then they came back, started filming for season two, and she found out that she was with Pleasure P, and that just hurt her. And that was the demise of their friendship. I'm like, so you fall out with her over a dude that you weren't with, by the way, and it ain't like y'all had been friends for decades or whatever. But I'm not gonna diminish her feelings. So then JoJo's like, when it came down to me and P, we really weren't like, we never had sex, and when it comes to the relationship, it's not like it barely made it out of the phase of us just getting to know each other. So it didn't really go anywhere. And then for us to fall out over that, it was kind of crazy. But then Shay, Francine, Frinsky, Bucky Johnson showed JoJo some text between her and Pleasure P, how he was basically dogging her. So they both apologized to each other, and that is where the shit ended with those two. I'm like, wow, it took all, but Shay did own up to the fact that she's done some stuff that hurt JoJo as well, and now they're good. Who cares? Move on. All right, you guys. So I'm gonna just go ahead and just jump into Amara. So we see Amara, and she's meeting with some people. I guess she's setting up for her stage for this concert with Boost Mobile that she's having. Now, when she was talking to them, everything that she said, MJ was just chiming in. I'm like, so you fired Julian to make him your manager? Because it's like he's speaking for you. But eventually he did shut up, and I'm just like, thank God. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, it's just something off-putting about, what is his name? MJ. So, so he told her that he's there for her. I'm like, oh, is that supposed to be a good thing? And then, she tells him that her dad called her. He told her that he loved her, and how, she basically wants to bond with him, but she feels like that her mom will be kind of mad at her. And MJ says, to her to give it a chance. And, she says, well, I didn't invite him to my performance. So then we see Amara at home, and oh my God, that gaudy ass, tacky ass furniture. Why is it all gold? Like, are y'all part of are y'all part of the cartel or something like that? Like, God, that furniture is just hideous, repulsive, butt ugly. Every word in the book that you can think of. That shit is atrocious. That's a good word. That shit is just repulsive, appalling, an eyesore. It's a lot of shit. So, Amara is working hard. Her mom comes in and tells her, like, take a load off. Like, you're doing too much. And, so then Amara says, well, you know what, mama? I need to. Child, why is Stu. Oh my God. Why is Stu replying to shit? Oh my God. Why is Stu from Marriage? Oh my God. He is spamming people. He's spamming YouTubers. Oh my God. In the middle of this video, I see that Stu is spamming. Oh, good God of hell. Shit, that made me forget where I was at. Oh, Mara tells her mama that, her dad will reach out to her. Now, Mama didn't seem too happy about that because, Mama had to struggle with Amara when she was growing up. And, she feels that her dad is now coming back into Amara's life because, she is who she is now. And, she just doesn't want Amara to go through any pain. And Amara says, she basically wants to let go of every hurt, pain, and, everything that she's dealt with when she was growing up. But her mama still ain't here for it. So then we do see her getting ready for the show, and it was raining outside, and she was wondering if her dad showed up. MJ said he didn't see her dad. So you guys know normally when it comes to like the crowds when they having these showcases and shit, I normally shade the crowd. But with Amara, I'm not gonna shade the crowd because Amara is actually talented. The only thing that I will say, like I tweeted out tonight, why was that crowd so empty? Now I get that it was raining, but shit, people standing in line for the new iPhones, people standing in line for the new Jordans, people standing in line for Black Friday. So if you really support her, go to this shit. It ain't like it didn't like it was pouring down raining, but she performed, she did her thing. Again, you guys, I absolutely love Amara. So after the show, we see that Amara's dad is there, and she goes to talk to him. He tells her basically how proud of her he is, and then Amara just tells him all the feelings that she's had. And he says that, he always did look for her. The only thing was that he didn't have his papers. So I'm like, okay, I guess. I mean, you can't fault the man for that shit. If he couldn't get in the country, he couldn't get in the country. But let's move on, you guys. All right, you guys, and then let's close this episode out with Hood, Brat, Chameleon, and Suki. Why does she always say Suki with a good cat? She's sitting on 130 pounds, a good cat. Like, it's always about her cat. But she didn't say nothing about her cat in this episode, so I'm cool with that. So we see that Hood and Brent met up with Chameleon and Suki. So at this point, those three are taking, Saucy Santana's advice seriously about going on a tour. I was just sitting here like, oh, no shade to y'all. Y'all might be talented. And I actually do like Hood Brat, and I think Hood Brat is a good talent, might be a good talent. But I gotta be honest. Before the show, who was gonna line up to pay to see Hood Brat, Chameleon, and Sukiana? Anybody out there was gonna pay for that? But hey. But they're talking about what they gotta do. And then, Suki, she has a big breakdown about not being there for her kids, I mean, I get trying to pursue this rap career, but why not do it like part-time? Like, why not do it part-time? Get a part-time job and also do this part-time? Maybe. I could be wrong. Who the fuck knows? Who the fuck knows? But the girls did, console her. I'm like, oh, that is sweet. So then we do see Hood Brat. And Hood Brat, she went and talked to her sister. And, she's telling her sister that she's going on tour. And she asked her sister, so you happy for me? She's like, I mean, yeah. And she says, me doing this might open up some opportunities for me and I can help out financially. And her sister was like, I'm not worried about financially. What I'm worried about is physically. Like, you be here physically. And I don't know if Hood Brat didn't, connect on what her sister was telling her. Because she's still talking about, she out there grinding for them so she can take the kids. And her sister, once again, your sister's not saying that she needs money. What she's saying is she needs you to be there to help her with those kids. Physically, emotionally. Monetarily, she's not worried about that. So, then, Hood and Rat starts to remember, things that conversations that she and her other sister had that committed suicide. And, she just broke down and started crying. I'm like, yeah, that's got to be a difficult to talk about the last few conversations that you had with your sister. So you guys, that was Love and Hip Hop Miami. Be sure to like this video, leave your comments, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification button so you guys know when I drop anything else. Share this video, and I will catch you guys later.